Hey, welcome back. Finally getting to do that rice video that I've been trying to get to for you guys. I got my kitchen staff with me today. Chef Rex, Chef Rexanne, Chef de Cuisine, sous chef, rocking it out with me. I have some Brunoise garlic here. Brunoise means very, very small dice, 1/8 of an inch by 1/8 of an inch. We have a little over a tablespoon of garlic. I have 2.5 cups of water, 1.5 cups of rice. This is how much we make here at home for the three of us. This is usually perfect for us. Obviously, the amount that you use at home is going to be different depending on how many people you are. My rule of thumb here is 1 to 1.5. So that's the ratio. What I do is I measure with a coffee cup. So 1 coffee cup of rice to 1.5 coffee cups of water. So that's why I did 1.5 cups of rice to 2.5 cups of water. So you want to start first by washing your rice. You guys with me? That's pretty much clear. I think we're good there. Hey, now that we got that rice all washed and that water was running clear, first thing we want to do is we want to get that fire underneath this pot, get that thing hot. And a little bit of oil here. Put that in the bottom of the pan. We get that garlic toasting up. The reason I wash that rice beforehand, I want to get it a little bit of opportunity to start swelling from getting that water on it. I feel like it makes it so it cooks a little more evenly. Because once we get it in there, we're only going to touch it a couple of times before we finish it. So we get this going, toast up that garlic, get this whole kitchen smelling beautiful. Then we're going to put that water in, put that salt in. It's going to come to a boil, get that rice in there, put the lid on, roll it right through. Usually takes about 11 to 12 minutes. Woo! Man, I wish you guys could smell this. The tip when toasting garlic, you always toast it until it gets that nutty smell. Not the burned smell, nutty. You get the little toasty color. So that's when you start to add the water. Then you go straight in with the salt. Down to medium high. Now we wait. When it comes to a boil, transfer that rice right in, stir it right around. See you in a second. All right, we got a boil. Check it out. It's time to go in with that rice. This is one of the few times that you're going to stir the rice. You only want to touch it maybe 3 times throughout the whole process. You give it this stir so that it distributes the heat evenly. All of the rice will get that temperature change distributed evenly so that it'll cook the same all across. Put the lid back on. Keep that temp right about medium high. All right, we'll come right back to it. Hey, so check this out. I wanted to bring you down here and just show you what's going on inside. See how it's bubbling away? It's getting around all the edges. You can still see all the water going away. You still don't want to touch it at this point. It's still good to go. We've still got moisture. It means that that rice isn't ready yet. It's still absorbing. I want to cook it until it looks almost dry because I'm actually going to go for a little bit of crispy on the bottom. What I do when that water is pretty much all gone and those holes are there, those are perfect little passageways for me to dribble a little bit of oil around on the top so that gets down into the bottom and I can crisp up the bottom. We call that con calon. So then you get these little crispy pieces. It's like fried rice. It's delicious. I'll show you what I mean. That takes a little bit longer. If you're not going for that, then you cook it until it looks pretty much dry. But right now, I can drop that temp down to just about a medium, maybe a little lower than medium. So we'll do that. And we can put the lid on completely. All right, cool. See you guys in a second. Okay, so when I think it's about ready, I stick my fork down in there and I feel a little crunchiness. Oh yeah. And that's when I know it's time to go for a little bit of oil. Right around. Just like that. And we'll drop that down. And that's when we'll develop that concalon. So after a couple of minutes on the stove, where we put that oil down, I pulled it off. I was able to check, and we did get some sticky crunchiness on the bottom. So I pulled it off the stove and just threw it right down here on the countertop. We're going to let it relax and steam out for about 5 to 7 minutes. Once it's done steaming, I'm going to take a fork. I'm going to fluff that thing right up. I'm going to get some volume out of it. It's going to look big and beautiful. So when it's all done, I'll take a nice picture. We'll put it up here at the end. Thanks for watching. I hope this helps you guys out at the end. You guys will be able to cook the best rice anyone's ever eaten. So check it out. Hit like, share it out so anybody else needs it, they get it. Thanks for joining me. See you again tomorrow.